Imagine being the first in your family, stepping out of your comfort zone and creating a new standard. Today, I'm going to introduce you to 4 people who did just that.
Hi, my name is Kylie Winchell.
Hello, my name is Katrina Wood.
Hi, my name is Adem Abdullah-Konati.
Hello, my name is Ronte Jones.
I will be the
First generation.
First one out of our generation.
I wanted to always be the first.
I wanted to go to college at a very young age because that's something that was always pushed by my parents and my family. Even though they never went to college, they always made it very known to me and my brother that we needed to go to college and get a higher education. I came in as a freshman. I just wanted to hang out with my friends and I didn't really care about the work as much, but as soon as I started getting my first bad grade, I knew I had to step it up and actually pay attention and focus on what was going on.
I knew I wanted to go to college sometime in high school. All my friends were going to college. And also my family talked about me attending college. My family wanted me to go to college to basically do what they didn't do. I knew I couldn't follow in my family's footsteps, so I had to further my education.
I knew I wanted to go to college when I was about 15, 16. I sort of knew that the field that I wanted to go in, sort of like strength and conditioning, exercise physiology, I'd need some sort of degree to go into that field. It was just about where I wanted to go.
I've always wanted to go to college. Since I was young, my mom used to tell me that you need to go to college. But I always wanted to go to college for football, for basketball, for any type of sport. But the only way I was going to be able to go to college is through sports, because my family isn't very financially well. So I relied on my athletic ability to get me to college so I can get my degree. So I wanted to get my degree through football, basically. The hardest part for me probably was the culture shock in the beginning. I come from the city, I come from Fairfax County, so I'm used to big lights and big city and lots of things to do. And when I came down here, I'm in Wise, Virginia, there's really nothing to do. So still to this day, it's probably the hardest part is just adjusting to your new life and everything, all the new stuff you got to do in college.
I come from a big city with London and coming to a small college such as St Andrews University was a big sort of culture shock, but everyone's sort of been so friendly, my teammates, my roommate, it was quite easy to adapt. On the soccer team there's people from all different states, all different countries around the world. I've picked up like new parts of languages, sort of just like soccer talk. Stuff like that, stuff they say, stuff we say on the field. Also, like I've learned that America is sort of so diverse in that people from different states sort of have their different accents, have their different ways of life, act a lot differently. People from South America are a lot different to people that are from Europe. So yeah, it's definitely like a nice to mingle with other people from different cultures and different states. Something I wish I knew before I got to college would probably be maybe trying to balance everything. Obviously I play soccer. When you're traveling, it's definitely something I wish I knew was something like try and get a routine of how it was going to be. Managing practice, managing school, homework, assignments. And that's something, especially in my sophomore year, that I've really improved. My transition is a little bit different, obviously, because I'm from the UK. We have actual college instead of high school, so we do 2 years of college from 16 to 18. I studied sports science then. Instead of going straight to college, I actually took a year out to work just to get a bit of experience in some coaching stuff, in some sales, and then I decided to come to college when I was 19. Going into my first Sage class in my freshman year, and literally looking around, weird being back in a classroom setting like that after a year is a lot different from back home. And when a teacher asked me a question, I started speaking, everyone just stared at me thinking, where is this guy from? Like, looked at me as if I was an alien or something. That was probably like one of the funniest things, like personally to me, just because it was as if I just got off from somewhere and just landed in St Andrews University, and everyone was just looking at me as if I was just some weirdo with some weird accent. But obviously I got to know them obviously in that Sage class, which was fun.
My volleyball team has given me a countless amount of memories that I'll always cherish and remember, and I don't think that I would ever do anything different. Playing volleyball has helped me get through college because it's something that I'm able to get my mind off of schoolwork and just other drama and problems going on in my life. Whenever I'm able to step on the volleyball court, all that kind of just goes away, and I'm able to put my energy and my time into something that I love doing.
With having basketball, it kind of made it all possible for me.
Live into the hands of Katrina Wood.
Another big play by Kessner. Katrina takes it in.
What a take by Katrina Wood, and it's off the basket.
My transition from high school to college was pretty rough. I didn't have the work ethic that I needed to have. Also, being a part of the basketball team, we traveled a lot, and just getting work done was a great struggle for me. So about 3 years ago, I got into a little bit of financial trouble. I didn't submit my financial aid in time, so the financial aid money that came back to me was very limited. So it was real short. So I only have financial aid in my basketball scholarship, and so the financial aid didn't cover everything. So I went to my coach, and she offered me additional scholarship money to help me make do. I also picked up a job on campus. Not that it paid for like my schooling, but it helped me just like support me through the year on some like basic needs. I don't really have any mentors here at UVA-Wise. I'm kind of an introvert, so I don't really like going to my peers. If I need help with an assignment, I'll usually go to my professors. But one mentor I have kind of outside of this university is one of my great friends, Harmony Davidson. She's kind of like that tutoring or writing center for me. I kind of go to her, ask her to look over my papers for grammar, punctuations, and things like that. Outside of like academics, she's another great source for like guidance with life. My most memorable experience in college is when I made it on the dean's list for the first time. I remember it was my sophomore year. I remember having a rough freshman year, and just being able to, get things working was when I really saw like the connection in my academics and me putting time and forth the effort into everything and having everything connect.
The best thing that I have here is that my advisor is the department chair of my major. I have him for probably 4 or 5 classes every semester, so it's like literally any questions I have in terms of my class, I literally have the department chair as my advisor. So he's almost like a mentor in a way that I can sort of see what path I'm going to take each semester, what classes I'm going to take. He sort of knows how to plan it well and to help me reach my goals.
I haven't really had any mentors here, but when I first started college, I had my friend Karan. He was older than me. He graduated college senior year of high school, so he helped me through the rest of my senior year, taking my ACTs, and he helped me my freshman year and my sophomore year. Helped me with a lot, just talking to me about classes and how to manage my time and everything.
Has your university offered any additional financial support to you?
No, no, they have not. But the best thing that I've got is that I actually started working in the admissions department, which sort of helps with paying tuition. Obviously, I get experience working as well. Again, it adds to that routine. I sort of work better when I've got a busy schedule. I think a lot of student athletes do is when they're in season, when they're busy, they're working, they're doing their classes, they perform better in the classroom when they're busy rather than if they've got loads of time, they procrastinate, they watch Netflix. But yeah, getting that job last semester sort of helped me sort of build that schedule, know what I was doing each day, know what I was doing each week. But yeah, so that's sort of my financial support is sort of working with admissions. I'm
on scholarship for my football, for my athletic scholarship, and that is actually the only financial aid I have from my college. I didn't have to get a part-time job to help pay for my education. I just got a part-time job just so I can have money in my pocket, so I can spend. So I wouldn't really have to ask my parents or anything for money because they really don't have a lot of money either. So I just decided to get a job so I can have a little bit of money in my pocket. My sophomore year when I didn't meet my girlfriend, I already knew her, but we weren't dating at the time. My most memorable time was when she finally came over to hang with me after me asking I don't know, 5 times before.
College is hard and challenging. I saw this post the other day that said college is hard, and it listed why it was hard, like all the things, like assignments and stuff that are due. And then on the other hand, it said going into the workforce after high school is hard. And it listed all those things, like low minimum wage and all that stuff. And then it said, choose your hard.
The greatest lesson I learned in college is how to be a team player. I think that doesn't just involve college, but that's something that you're gonna have to do throughout your whole life. In order to be part of a job or part of a family, you're gonna have to work with one another, and you may not always like the people you're working with, but in order for everyone to be successful, you're gonna have to put aside your differences and just work as a team. Definitely go, because it helps build character and it's something that you'll never forget. It's an experience that teaches you a million different life lessons all combined into 4 years.
Being a first-generation college student means that I've set the milestone and standards for the generations to follow.
My mum and dad obviously didn't go, but yeah, sort of you kind of want to make them proud. Me and my sister are always talking about our grades, like who's doing better. So yeah, we sort of push each other. But yeah, you definitely want to make your sort of parents proud, because obviously they sacrifice a lot for you, and they obviously want the best for you. So you just got to give that to them in return.
None of my family's been to college before, so I wanted to always be the first.
Being a first-generation college student, to me, means kind of something special because it's something that no one in my family has ever done before. And since I'm the oldest out of my siblings as well, I will be the first one to graduate college out of my family.